Imagine a single satellite collision, not a war, not an asteroid. Just two ordinary objects in orbit crossing paths. At first the damage seems limited. A few broken satellites, some lost communications, but then those fragments hit other spacecraft. And those impacts create even more debris. Soon one collision becomes thousands, then millions. Scientists have been warning about this scenario for decades. It's called the Kessler Syndrome, and if it ever reaches a critical point, launching spacecraft could become dangerously difficult for generations. Most people imagine satellites gently floating above Earth. The reality is very different. Objects in low Earth orbit travel at roughly 28,000 kilometers per hour. That's more than 7 kilometers every second. At those speeds, even a tiny fragment becomes dangerous. A loose bolt, a paint chip, a piece of broken metal. They don't simply bump into satellites. They hit with enormous energy. NASA currently tracks tens of thousands of large debris objects, but there are millions of smaller fragments that are far harder to monitor. Any one of them can damage a spacecraft. In 1978, NASA scientist Donald Kessler proposed a troubling possibility. If enough objects accumulate in orbit, collisions eventually begin creating more debris than natural processes can remove. One collision creates thousands of new fragments. Those fragments increase the probability of future collisions, which creates even more fragments. The cycle feeds itself. This runaway chain reaction became known as the Kessler Syndrome. The concern isn't that orbit suddenly explodes. The concern is that important orbital regions gradually become more crowded, more dangerous, and increasingly difficult to use. This isn't just a theoretical idea. In 2009, an inactive Russian satellite collided with an operational Iridium communications satellite. The impact generated thousands of debris fragments. Many of those fragments remain in orbit today. Every year, satellites are forced to perform avoidance maneuvers. Space agencies monitor close approaches constantly. The orbital environment is becoming busier, and every launch adds more objects to a finite volume of space. This is where Starlink enters the discussion. SpaceX has launched thousands of satellites and plans many more. Other companies and countries are developing similar mega-constellations. Supporters argue these systems bring global internet access and improved communications. Critics worry they increase orbital congestion. To be clear, modern constellation operators actively track satellites and routinely perform collision avoidance maneuvers. But the larger question remains: how many satellites can safely share low Earth orbit over the coming decades? The answer will shape the future of spaceflight. Engineers are already working on solutions. New satellites are being designed to deorbit themselves at the end of their missions. Robotic debris removal spacecraft are under development. International guidelines are becoming stricter. But cleaning up millions of fragments is an enormous challenge. Much of the effort today is focused on prevention rather than removal, because once debris is created, controlling it becomes extremely difficult. Humanity's future in space depends on something surprisingly simple: keeping orbit usable. The satellites above us power navigation, communications, weather forecasting, science, and exploration. But the region they occupy is not unlimited, and every object we launch becomes part of a system we all share. Do you think we'll solve the space debris problem before it becomes a crisis? Subscribe for more stories about the hidden engineering and physics shaping humanity's future in space. We'll see you out there, in the dark.